Well, hi, train friends. Welcome to the Ozark Midland and Southern Railway. I'm Bill B. In this video, I'm going to begin the process of creating a small mountain over tunnel number 2, which is located in the back left corner of the railroad room. In an effort to keep this and any subsequent videos in the series as short as I can, I'm going to again be using some time-lapse photography. I want to apologize now for the flicker effect that is seen in some of the video segments. I'm trying to discover just what's causing the flicker effect and how to remedy it. If anyone watching this video has any ideas, I'd appreciate it if you would share them in the comments section below. I want to thank the subscribers and the new subscribers to the channel. I appreciate all of you. Well, train friends, we had better get started. So I want you to grab your hard hats and let's get busy and have some fun building our mountain. So there's tunnel number 2 that we built some time ago and put in place. Then right beside it to the right is the bridge that we just installed here, I'm going to say about 2 weeks ago, that was from Ross Custom Switches. I found a piece of 2-inch blue foam in my garage that was just kind of taking up space, and I thought, well, if I could possibly use this, I'd like to go ahead and do that. And so I cut it up into a bunch of different length shapes, with the idea that I would use those to help create a foundation for the mountain. In the tripod there in the back, you see on top of it is the little time-lapse camera that I'm using for this project. So I started out by just kind of putting my blue foam pieces putting them where I thought they ought to be, to kind of where they'd fit in large part. And then once I kind of felt satisfied with where they were, I glued them in place with some Loctite Power Grab. That's the glue I use, the adhesive. It's an all-purpose interior construction adhesive that works pretty well, the foam and a lot of other stuff. Yeah, I'm just kind of fitting pieces together to kind of create that vision I have for what this mountain may look like. Here and there, I had to make a few adjustments, so I'm off camera there sawing pieces. Power Grab worked pretty good. I found there was a couple of places later on down the line where I had to kind of re-glue. Just a few last pieces to kind of add, just to kind of fill things in a bit. Here we are. Kind of step back a little bit, take a look at it, and snapped a photograph of it. Now I'm going at my mountain with a plastic rasp and a razor saw. There, I put a piece of cardboard behind a couple pieces there, and we're cutting away at them using a razor saw, and I use the cardboard to kind of protect the backdrop. Here I'm stuffing the tunnel portals with some plastic bags to kind of help keep those little blue foam chips from going inside my tunnel. Worked pretty well. Here again, trying to get those sharp edges off the tunnel pieces. There you can see where I was gluing on another piece of foam that had come off as I was scraping away. So you're just trying to take off those rough edges. Now time for a little cleanup. I try to clean up as I kind of go along as best I can. Now I'm using some just pieces of paper to kind of fill in some of the voids. Crumpled up some newspaper, just set them in place there. There, I used a piece of pink foam there to fill in the void there behind the one of the tunnel portals. Guess I'd used up all the blue foam. Add a little more newspaper. Now I'm using some fiberglass screen material to cover over my mountain. I'm using some those long kind of like stick pins that are provided by Woodland Scenics for use with their foam products. Now I'm kind of cutting away around the teleportals with a pair of scissors and around the edges of the mountain there, just to kind of get the excess out of the way. I used a staple gun there, also there at some places, to hold down the fiberglass screen material. And now here comes kind of the fun part. Start putting in place some plaster cloth. I think this plaster cloth came from Woodland Scenics. It's good stuff. They make good quality plaster cloth. Easy to use. A lot of plaster impregnated into the material. Works out really well. I wanted to mention that the teleportals and the stepped walls, sometimes referred to as wings, I got from Scenery Express. They're kind of a foam product. Very good. Easy to paint, easy to work with. See where I'm kind of smoothing some of it out with a little water on my hands. I think I bring out a paintbrush here and again to kind of smooth things out as well. Added, in some places added a second layer of plaster cloth just to kind of give the structure a little bit extra strength when it dries. Here I'm going across around the edges and kind of cleaning things up. Decided I need a little more mountain. So wadded up some newspaper and put it in place, and now I'm covering it up with plaster cloth. Again, kind of cleaning things up. Then I go over to the other side, do the same thing. Well, we're just about getting ready to wrap things up now with this part of the project. I hope you'll stay tuned, because we'll come back with part two when we'll continue with this project. Much more yet to be done. So there it is. There's our mountain as it stands right now. Like I said, much left to be done. Stay tuned. Bye now.